Hi, this is Steve, my business partner Austin, and today we're going to look at um, building a list for bookkeepers, if that's something that's worthwhile or it's something that's a waste of time. Building a list is another long term strategy where you would have somebody sign up for the list on your website, uh, commonly with bloggers, different things. YouTube videos lead people oftentimes to which you would call a landing page where you would go and sign up for some kind of a special offer, some kind of usually a free giveaway that you as the bookkeeper are giving away, such as something just like, tax tips, 5 most important tax tips for small business owners. You do your YouTube video, you've got that, they come and they sign up to your website. Well, why would that be important? It would help you not only build more trust, but you're sending out something maybe once a month. You can do it as often as you want or as little as you want, but you are also building up your trust and credibility with this small business owner. And like I said, for bookkeepers, that's everything. So with Google Business Profile, your reach is local and mostly passive. People find it when they search for you, and that's a good way to get business. Facebook is another type of reach where people will kind of just find you. Social media followers are kind of rented in a sense because somebody else owns that space. Somebody owns Facebook. Somebody else owns those spaces. They can change the rules whenever they want to. But with your own list, you control that. It's actually yours. So if Facebook decides they're not going to let any more advertisements happen or they don't want bookkeepers to place ads, you're out of luck. With your own list, you have that determination, which is actually very nice. Why does email work especially well for bookkeepers, even compared to other professions? It's because your particular profession is built entirely on trust and people believing that you're good at what you do. Emails build that familiarity over time. They're seeing your name come through, and that helps. Um, I've seen it said in marketing courses. I was a marketing major that you need to reach a person 7 times before they're ready to buy a product. Oftentimes, if you're online, you'll get one chance. And if they don't decide that time to do it, that's it. With email marketing, you get those chances. You get to keep sending them. Even if they decide not to do it today, as you keep sending it, they may decide, okay, I actually do need a bookkeeper. The the buying cycle becomes much longer because you now have access to this person to, and some people send out a lot of emails, some don't. Um, Bookkeeping, your particular area, you can decide how, what's the best way to do that. But you want to at least get it out once a month, keep your name out there. Definitely don't let it get less than that. And the beautiful thing about it is that most bookkeepers don't do this. So there's not a whole lot of competition. And if you're on Facebook telling small business owners, you can give them the 5 biggest mistakes you see small business owners make. There's going to be a decent amount that bite on that and get on your website, which is perfect. They get on your list and you send them out stuff continuously. And, eventually over time, they like what you've said and they're like, okay, this is going to be the bookkeeper I want to work with. I trust them and believe in them. So, what do you write? And that's a good question because as you're sitting there, you're thinking, wow, I don't know if I've got enough stuff to say all the time. But you want to get out at least one email a month, and you want to get a call to action in there at some point too. So it's, some of them you can just give out mostly informational. Some of them you want to actually make them transactional to get them to, to buy your product. So it's not as hard as you think. If you're already doing stuff in social media, just repurpose some of that. You're putting some of your best stuff out there. Tell them, repurpose some of that, and obviously change the words and let them know that you care about their business and you want to try to help them keep the books and save them time, save them money. I I would recommend kind of coming up with a plan on how you're going to do this. Luckily for bookkeepers, there is a calendar, so to speak. We've got tax deadlines. You got to file things quarterly, the year-end prep. All those types of things are built in perfectly for bookkeepers. Not every business has that luck, but you can send this stuff out at the exact right time to get to the right people. The first 3 to 5 emails that someone gets after joining your list are very, very important. That's going to be if they want to follow your emails or not. So introduce yourself, and let them know what you can do for them. Let them get some quick wins based off of your information. It builds trust, and it's even better than months of social posting when people are actually reading your emails. That's the best of all. You don't need to do this every week to be successful, but you do need to get it out monthly at least to get started. So that's the important part. I'm going to turn it over to Austin on growing your list from 0.
Okay, so first you need to pick a tool. There's some services like MailerLite, MailPoet if you're on WordPress. You can do MailChimp, although that one you need to pay for, right?
Yeah, I don't think they do any more free.
Alright. Um, just pick one to start. If you can find one and it works, that's good enough. Create a simple lead magnet ideas like, oh, the small business owner's monthly bookkeeping checklist. 5 signs you need to hire a bookkeeper. What your bookkeeper wishes you knew. Something simple. Add a sign up form on your website. Mention it everywhere. Like, oh, go to such and such on my site to get this free checklist. Let's see. I'm trying to. You might have an example. Inquire here.
Yeah, it'll probably just be a contact page.
Okay, well, pretend it's a sign up thing, and you fill it out and go here to get added to our newsletter or list. Okay, I'm not filling that out. Send your first email within 2 days of someone signing up. 48 hours. To have a good list building timeline, it should be like 10 to 30 subscribers on months 1 to 2. Months 3 to 6, go 50 to 150. And months 6 to 12, if you're really doing good, you can get 150 to 500 plus. You don't need like thousands of subscribers, just enough people that you can generate some business off of it. You want to do that?
All right, so and Austin was right too that you guys are sitting there thinking you've got to build a big list to make this work, especially in this particular niche. I'll take a list of 100 or 200 and that make that worth a bundle, because when you get these people on your side trusting you, believing in you, that's who they're going to come to. You might even toss around the idea with this list. You might even ask them, would you be interested in me showing you, what you need to do quarterly to, improve your ROI, or whatever, you might come up with, and just ask them, would people be interested in coming, to a live workshop with that, and, find out that, if people are, if you get half of those people saying, oh yeah, I'm interested in it, obviously run that, and you're going to pick some people up out of that want to hire you. That's a guarantee. So this list is very, very important and can really be helpful to getting you a huge amount of money in the end. It could be even more than almost anything else you could do. So I don't have anything more for you, but we'll see you tomorrow, and we hope you do this. Most bookkeepers do not do this, and they wish they would have a few years down the line.